Welcome to PCMag Live. I'm Alex Cologne, this is Sascha Segan, and today we're going to talk about the top 3 news stories of the day, answer one of your questions, and show you one cool thing from the PCMag labs. So let's kick it off with the first news story of the day, which is that Microsoft might be introducing the Surface Mini later this month.
Yeah, we got an invitation yesterday to a Microsoft event happening on May 20th here in New York City, where they say it's going to be a small event. Well, as anyone who's been following the tablet market knows, there's been a flood of 7 and 8-inch Windows tablets into the market over the past year or so, but Microsoft, which supposedly makes the flagship Windows tablet, hasn't been participating. So this will probably be the 7 or 8-inch Surface Mini. Now, the real question is, what operating system is it going to run?
Right, because there are a bunch of tablets out there that are running real Windows for $300.
Exactly. There's been some speculation that this will be a Windows RT tablet, which would be a disastrous mistake. Because as we all know, Windows RT is a horrible abomination of an operating system, trapped between the mobile and desktop worlds, able to be comfortable in neither. We've seen all these other companies, Lenovo, Asus, Acer, create real Windows tablets in the 8-inch size at $300, and I'm hoping that that's what we're going to see from Microsoft as well.
So just to be clear, you don't like Windows RT?
Yeah, I think anyone who's been following my writing has gotten that idea already.
Okay, well that said, let's move into our second story, which is that Level 3 has called out 5 US broadband providers for deliberately degrading network traffic. So what's that all about?
Well, Level 3 is one of those big internet backbone providers. They own thousands and thousands of miles of fiber. And these are the huge pipes that connect countries, basically. So they then offload traffic to 51 peers, and eventually the traffic gets to you. And they did a study, and they found that of all of their peers, there are 6 who their links are constantly congested with because those peers refuse to upgrade the interconnections to support the amount of traffic that their customers want. And guess who 5 of those 6 peers are?
Who could they be? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. They are 5, Level 3 isn't naming names, but they say 5 out of the 6 constantly congested peers are U.S. consumer broadband ISPs with dominant market share in cities such as Dallas. In other words, these are the cable companies. And it's relatively cheap to upgrade these ports. Level 3 says it only costs about $20,000 to upgrade each port. But the cable companies aren't bothering, and they're holding our it sounds like they're holding our internet speeds for ransom. Because they know we have no other choice, you know? It's not like, you know, I guess you could switch to much slower DSL, but the vast majority of Americans have no other option.
And I wonder if this is why Netflix has had to sign deals with companies like Comcast for, you know, better access and speeds?
Exactly. It's exactly why. Because Comcast is letting these ports with the backbone providers get saturated, and then is saying to companies like Netflix, well, you know what? If you don't want to see all your packets drop, you can pay us a little extra.
All right. Let's move on to our third story, which is a really interesting case of You Got Mail. A Reddit user was delivered a drone by accident by UPS.
Yeah, now apparently what happened here is that the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration ordered a $350,000 surveillance drone, and it got delivered to this random college student. And he picked it up and, you know, did not assemble it, as far as I know.
No, but it was addressed to him, so technically he could open it.
Yeah, yeah. So Noah is blaming UPS, and now we have some personal experience with these issues. Okay, Alex, why don't you explain why you were unsurprised that UPS had delivered this guy a drone?
Well, this was a long while ago, but I had ordered some clothes online and was sent about 100 pounds of some sort of particle board.
So, okay, so, and here at PCMag, I would say that our relationship with UPS is about 95% good and 5% where the hell is my package? So, has the kid sent the drone back? What's the status of the drone?
Actually, I'm not sure about that, but a spokesperson did confirm that the drone was indeed accidentally sent to him. Okay,
well, hopefully the kid will send the drone back and get a great internship at NOAA if he wants to. Why don't we move on to the question?
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, Dan asks via email, is there any way to port a saved game from a GameCube to the game of the same name on Xbox?
Sadly, there is not. Console makers do not play very well together. and Nintendo is an extremely closed environment. I've seen some evidence of games where you can transfer some data, for instance, between the PS3 and the Xbox 360. But I haven't seen a lot of games where you can transfer from a Nintendo to a non-Nintendo. I guess a non-Tendo. So, unfortunately, if you have been enjoying Nintendo, you continue to enjoy Nintendo, or you start your game over on your other brand of console.
Yeah, keep the GameCube for now.
Yeah.
OK, now we're going to show you one cool thing from the PCMag Labs. And this is the Sony Alpha 6000. And actually, Sascha, do you want to let the camera speak for itself?
We're holding up the camera to the camera. Oh, yeah, watch this. Does anyone remember that Duran Duran Girls on Film video? Okay, because I'm totally going back to YouTube, and I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to go like this. Okay. Yeah,
the camera can, I think it's 11 frames per second?
Yeah, it's 11 frames per second. It's our editor's choice. It apparently has incredible low light performance with amazing image quality at high ISOs, really fast autofocus, and this 11 frame per second burst shooting with tracking focus, which is like, it's almost video. You know, I've seen mobile phones that can only record video at 11 frames per second.
Right.
So yeah, a lot of other cool specs here. While I hold it up, why don't you read some of them out?
Sure. It has a, did you say the OLED EVF? Mm-hmm. Wi-Fi with NFC. It's got a bunch of downloadable apps. It does 1080p 60 video capture. It's a pretty awesome camera.
Yeah, so this costs $650. It's one of our editor's choice cameras, and you can find the review up on PCMag.com.
Yep, and we will be back tomorrow.